Hello everybody, welcome back to Connor here, to One Leeds I should say. Just got out the Leeds game, obviously just out of Ellen Road. I don't really know why I'm doing this, to be honest. I'm just like in shell shock at the minute. I think the whole Leeds fan base, everyone in Ellen Road was just stunned. Crystal Palace have just played with Leeds United for 45 to 50 minutes. Oleing should have probably won the game by 6 or 7. And I, in my lifetime of going and watching Leeds, even in the dark days, I've never seen a contrast in halves like that in my life. Leeds started the game really good. Fans buoyant, lovely sunny day. Great times at Ellen Road, it looked like. And then, I don't really know, Sinisterra missing a good chance. Bamford having, a couple of nice touches, started well. Rocker looked good. McKennie looked good. I thought in that first half, Koch looked brilliant. I thought he was probably the standout performer in terms of winning his individual battles. Leeds, listen, when everybody was turning their backs for Chris and Kev, Palace hit the post out of absolutely nowhere, and there was warning signs that they were getting into it when it comes to set pieces. But overall, like, Leeds were the dominant team. And then for some reason, on about 40 minutes, it all just seemed to change a little bit. Eze started getting on the ball a little bit more. Elise started dribbling with it a little bit more as well, beating players. And they won a couple of free kicks. Firpo got booked for one of them. And then a silly free kick given away on the edge of the box, which I'm still not sure whether or not it was a free kick. Floated in. Once again, Leeds not defending set pieces, which I feel has been a thing now for about 4 or 5 years. Leeds are terrible on set pieces. And Palace score a really scrappy goal. And I said to Paul next to me, I said, at halftime we went down for a drink. And I said to him, I went, Paul, I've got a real bad feeling about this. I said, it's got hallmarks of Derby in the playoff semi-final when they went in buoyant, scoring just before half-time, went in buoyant, 1-1, then they came out in the second half and were completely all over Leeds. The exact same thing happened. I have no idea what team came out in that second half. Embarrassing beyond belief. I'm sat there and I'm cringing. And I can't ever really remember watching Leeds and cringing. Not being able to get near Crystal Palace. Passing the ball, 1 touch, 2 touch. Easy. Absolutely easy as you like. Bopping it off from minute 1 in the second half. And I said that, me and Paul, I said, they're going to score. They're going to score. They're all over. It's a matter of time here. Leeds just came out. Complete reduced mentality. And just after we were saying about Nottingham Forest, we're talking about it, weren't we? And we're saying Leeds winning 2-1. It really showed a good, strong mentality because we were 1-0 down. And we came back, we're vibing. We're excellent. We turned the game round. Leeds won it 2-1. Fantastic. Should have been more than 2. And you've just watched that, where I've honestly, normally I feel like I can articulate these things pretty well. I have no idea what was said at half-time, which is on Grazia, but I'm not blaming it on him. And listen, you've got to blame a little bit on him because he's the manager of the football team, and if that was Jesse Marsh, he'd be getting hounded out right now. But the players, I've never seen a downturn in mentality like that. Jack Harrison, hey, what do you say? What do you say? I said on the preview, I'm hoping he doesn't get a contract and then his performances start to reduce and start to weaken. For me, he's the worst player on the pitch today, which is a little bit of for me, a bit of a shame. You get contract, you get a 5-year deal and you don't take your man on. You're not closing men down. You're not putting in any real effort. Your crosses in are woeful. Brendan Aronson, he swung a ball in for Bamford, but listen, I don't want to carry on with my agenda against Brendan Aronson, but I just don't understand what he brings to the side. He took Sinisterra off, which I thought was the wrong move. Jack Harrison should have been off the pitch all day. Luke Ayling, listen, every team targets the guy. He's just nowhere near good enough. He's an old man. He plays like an old man, in my opinion, in a new man's game. He's stuck in the mud. He defends square, which winds me up no end. He's just not good enough. He's never been good enough defensively. Going forward, he's always been okay. but he's not a Premier League right back. And he's getting exposed time and time again. Elise was having goes at him, just taking him on. Mitchell was ruining him. And Eze came over for a little bit of fun towards the end as well, just to start, nutmegging him and taking it round him. Just easy. Rasmus came on at left back, which, I mean, was almost hilarious in itself. Rasmus hasn't got a left foot. I was wondering why Cooper didn't come on and then Strout just went to left back. Don't really know why Rasmus is going on at left back. But seriously worrying times. Let's bring back to what we were saying at the start of the week, shall we? Which was the Forest game, the Palace game, minimum 4 points. Minimum 4 points. This was at the start of the week. We've beaten Forest and we've just been smashed at home 5-1. And the thing which worried me more than anything, everybody, is the mentality. They folded like a pack of dominoes, like this Leeds side have done before. They folded. They were scared. None of them were up for the fight. And they down tools. Honestly, every single goal that went in, I'm on ground level with them in the cop, and I'm looking at every single one. Harrison's head on the floor like that, which we know with Jack, he gets like that all the time anyway. If he can't beat his man, and things aren't going his way, his head goes down. This is what I've always said with Jack Harrison. Always. Harrison's head on the floor. McKennie and Rocker were minging second half. Minging. When you're supposed to keep the tempo up in a game, you're supposed to battle. You're supposed to try at least win the midfield battle like they did against Forest. They were just pathetic, both of them. Losing the ball, giving the ball away cheaply. The team was a joke. It was a joke in that second half. It was a relegated team performance, and that will give everybody in the relegation picture a massive boost. That, as I say, Palace were olaying, singing Leeds are going down. This is a team at the start of proceedings where we were going into the game as favourites. Now we have an 8-day wait and we're going to Liverpool. And I tell you what, everybody, it might look different on TV because I know it can do that on TV to when you're in the ground. But if Palace move the ball quickly in that second half, and I think that's what Roy said to them, just move it quickly, bop it quickly, they won't be able to get near you. You're too technically good. You've got a lot of dribblers in there, a lot of able football players, Eze, Elise and co. Move the ball a little bit quicker, they're not going to be able to deal with you. And that's exactly what happened. Palace were moving it very, very quickly. Leeds were embarrassing in that second half. They fully deserved to get slapped. And I think, as I've said, the overriding thing is it was easy to tactically beat Leeds in that second half, and it was so worrying, the mentality. I've always questioned that side of Leeds, and this is why when people come on the streams and they say, Connor, are Leeds going to stay up? Do you think Leeds will stay up? I'm always very wary to give a yes, because Leeds United have these performances in them all the time, and they always have done since I've supported them. Always. So I said a 1-0 at the start of proceedings. I think everybody in Leeds' existence predicted a win or worse, at worst a draw. We've been beaten 5-1. We sink down to sort of 16th. We could be in the bottom 3 by the time we play Liverpool. And unfortunately, this is the reality of it, because teams in and around us are picking up points, as we know. I'm staggered. I am. Yeah, just almost just perplexed and not really understanding how to properly sit down and analyse that game. I think I'm just going to have to take like a day or two to realise what's just happened. As I say, Leeds just in control up to about 40 minutes, no problem. Everyone was having a great day. Mentality's flipped. As I say, reminded me very much of Derby in the semi-final. Yeah, embarrassing. Truly embarrassing. Guys, let me know what you think. I'm sure there's going to be some strong opinions after that. I'm excited to read what you guys are saying, how you sum up that one. Maybe you guys can help me out. Hope you have a good bank holiday weekend. Leeds have ruined it for me. I've now got a lovely trip all the way back to Manchester, which should be fun, where I'm sure there's some nice banter awaiting me. Thank you, Leeds United, for ruining mine, and I'm sure all of your weekend. Leeds United 1, Crystal Palace 5. See you in a bit.